Only 7 days left for the exam, and many students are confused. Should I study new topics? Should I revise everything? Or should I just solve the MCQs? If you are feeling stressed right now, this video is exactly for you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Divya, your GPAT PG set mentor. Today I am here to revise smarter, stay confident, and make these last 7 days your strongest preparation phase, not the most stressful one. So let's begin with 7 days exam strategy. Before going to the strategy, first let us know what are the do's and don'ts of this 7 days. So coming to our first do, no new topics. First point to be remembered here is never ever start with any new topic in these 7 days. And second one, prepare and stick to your own timetable. You prepare your timetable and stick to it. Third one is revise high weightage topics. So these high weightage topics of the exams I will discuss now. Coming to the fourth one is you need to solve the PYQs. PYQs are nothing but our previous year questions or MCQs, which helps to know the time management and the exam pattern here. And the fifth one is use simpler or shorter notes, we can say, and flowcharts or tables. These tables you can use as your revision materials because these helps to save the time as it is only the 7 days left. And these tables are readily available in case of CVS drugs of our videos too in our Power Pack session. Revise the weak area smartly. This one is you should be aware or you will get to know when you solve the PYQs or MCQs. By that you will get to know what are your weak areas. So revise them smartly. And last but not least, give at least one mock test in the last 3 days each. This mock test generally helps you to build the confidence. So these are our do's in our 7 days of strategy. Don'ts is don't confuse with huge new topics. As already said, never start or get confused with new topics here. And coming to the second don't here is don't study randomly. The most important topics are to be studied in these 7 days, not the randomly, or I would only say don't try to revise the entire textbooks in 7 days. Revise only what gives the maximum marks with minimum confusion. And third one is don't compare yourself with others. Never. You stick to your own timetable, your preparation and your goals. Social media and group discussions can increase the anxiety. So better stay far away from them. And fourth point is don't pull all-nighters. That is nothing but don't read through the night because it will make your body strained. So better avoid. And the fifth point to be remembered is don't ignore your health. This is very important. Don't ever skip your meals or your sleep. These are very important. And the sixth point is don't overload yourself. Excess revision is not advisable. Don't overload yourself. Only smart reading is encouraged. Last but not least is don't panic if you forget something in preparation. Let it be, stay calm. In preparation, generally you will get to know the silly mistakes which you do during the solving of mock test or PYQs or MCQs. Our PYQs and MCQ session rank booster series is also readily available in our playlist. So you can just have a watch and go through them for your quick time management and exam pattern. Okay, so this will save your time. Coming to the high weightage topics here. High weightage topics you need to know about. This is very important in these 7 days. One should be aware of which topics need to be given more importance here. The first one will take the core subject, that is our pharmaceutics. Every student favorite subject is pharmaceutics. So everyone will be perfect here now with all the dosage formulations, that is the tablets, capsules, emulsions, suspensions, syrups, suppositories, etc. And even when we take the parenterals here, their preparations and sterilization techniques are very important. Apart from that, we need to make a note, especially in case of GPAT PG set exam here, that is our biopharmaceutics and pharmacokinetics, mainly the formulas, the first order kinetics, etc., which plays a high weightage topics in pharmaceutics. And coming to the physical pharmacy subject, here you need to concentrate much on the rheology part, dissolution and pharmaceutical engineering part. Okay, so these are the important or high yield topics of pharmaceutics subject. Coming to the next important subject, that is our pharmacology here. Pharmacology with the medicinal chemistry both need to be the same high weightage topics. These are nothing but our CNS drugs, CVS drugs, ANS, autocoids, antibiotics, antimicrobials, diabetes, cancer, antidiabetics, antivirals. So all these are the most important pharmacology as well as medicinal chemistry part. And here you need to remember, in case of pharmacology, you need to remember the mechanism of action, adverse effects and their specific uses. This for CVS Power Pack session is available in our playlist. And coming for the other medicinal chemistry part, here along with that we need to know extra addition is here SARs and structure. So SAR and structures are most important when we take the medicinal chemistry part. Apart from that, rest is being same for both the pharmacology and medicinal chemistry subjects. And coming to the third important subject is our pharmacognosy. Pharmacognosy, here we need to learn about the basic biological sources and other names of the sources or the plants plays a very major role here. Along with that, we need to make a note of microscopy of what, especially the allose and senna in case of glycosides, even in case of tannins and resins. The test of identification in tannins also is the most repeated questions of our exam. So alkaloids, drugs containing alkaloids classification, glycosides classification, tannins, resins and volatile oils, their test and microscopy and biological sources are very important here. And for this we have the glycoside topic also in our playlist. Coming to the next most important one, another high weightage subject is pharmaceutical analysis and inorganic chemistry. Here reagents, titration techniques, these are very important to be noted, to make a note in case of PG set exam, mainly the titration techniques which is most commonly repeated, and all the spectroscopies, that is your UV, visible, IR, NMR and mass. You need to learn their principle. How do they work? The main principle, the detectors, their light sources, and what are the common differences between one another. So these are the major points you need to cover. So for this also, it is better you follow a short notes, you make short notes of IR, NMR, mass and UV visible spectroscopies, their principles, their detectors, their light sources, so that it will directly give a different tabular form as well as easy revision for you. Along with that, the chromatographic techniques, this is very important. Here we come across the paper, TLC and HPLC. So, and coming to the other allied subjects which include our pharmaceutical biotechnology and immunology. Here generally if we are confused what is asked, what will be the expected questions of biotechnology and immunology, because these are not the core subjects, these are our allied subjects. So here you depend only maximum on the PYQs, because PYQs, the repeated, the GPAT, PG set or NIPER exams, they generally repeat the concept again and again. So in the PYQs we'll get to know what on they are concentrating. Biotechnology questions mainly they concentrate on the ELISA techniques or immunology part. And here don't go in detail or in deep into these subjects. I never recommend this, in especially in this last 7 days for you. And coming to the next allied subject is our biochemistry, pharmaceutical biochemistry. Here generally all the cycles, metabolic cycles, that is carbohydrate, protein, fat metabolism, these cycles, glycolysis, glycogenesis, all these what are the starting materials from which they are formed, and their site, at which site the process is taking place, that is very important. The site as well as the starting materials and your enzymes involved, these all play a major role in case of our pharmaceutical biochemistry. So these points to be remembered when you talk about biochemistry. So this comes under your revision of biochemistry. And jurisprudence, this is the easy scoring subject, I would say. Here the schedules you remember. I know you everyone by this time will be perfect with the schedules. Along with that, the Drug and Cosmetics Act and Pharmacy Acts, when it was formed, and who is the chairperson, president, all these members of this, that is very important here. So you make a note of all these. This is about our topic wise weightage from each subject. And coming to the next one, the actual 7 days strategy here. 7 day strategies, when you take first, will begin with day 6 and 7. Day 6 and 7, revise all the high weightage topics. So high weightage topics, you start with your favorite subjects, or if you are confident enough, then start with your weak part. So this is completely dependent on you, whether you revise the pharmacology classifications here. You need to revise the classifications with their mechanism of actions, adverse effects, and specific uses. So you majorly concentrate when we talk about the pharmacology subject, and high weightage because. And coming to the medicinal chemistry part, you need to concentrate on the core drug structure or prototype drug structure. This is very important. Prototype drug structure and SA. Pharmaceutics, as already mentioned, we will be dealing with the dosage forms, sterilization techniques, and you need to concentrate or make a note of formulas, how you measure. Okay, the pharmaceutical formulas you need to make a note of it. And in case of analysis, if you talk, so in analysis, as already I mentioned, that is you need to concentrate or make a tabular form of all the spectroscopy methods. Spectroscopy is important here, chromatography, and your inorganic part, that is titration techniques. So these are the high weightage topics. So when you take the day 6 and day 7, you need to revise this, these high weightage subjects, formulas, important classifications with their examples, drug structures, and important SARs. Very important SARs. Generally SARs, 1 or 2 points are quite commonly repeated, like electron donating groups, when it is present, it generally increases the activity. Electron withdrawing groups generally decreases the activity. So these are commonly repeated, but the unique one need to be concentrated much here. Okay, the but, exceptions, and the unique one, they play the important role in case of your exams. So don't ever forget to read the unique points, unique, buts, and exceptions. These are very important when you consider this exam. And in case of pharmacognosy, as already said, here also we need to know about the classifications when we take our glycosides and alkaloids. Along with that, you need to make a note of microscopy in case of the mentioned drugs, such as very important drugs like senna, aloes, tannins, and their test here. Test of identification is also important. In case of tannins include saponification value, iodine value, ester value and acid value. These are very high yielding. Day 7 and day 6 you completely revise on the high weightage topics only. These need to be completely the revision part. And when we take the biochemistry here, the allied subjects, because biochemistry it will be like a confusion bit, so you need to revise on this, the pathways, mainly the site where the cycle is taking place, whether it is in mitochondria or within the cytoplasm. And this is very important. What is the starting material here, what are the enzymes used, everything are very important when we consider these exams. So this is about the day 7 and day 6. Do not waste much time in making notes now. Only short notes always helps you. Make a short notes of the high weightage topics so that it will be easy to revise immediately. And you can depend on one thing, I could say, that is PYQs, because it helps in saving your time. And one more thing, revision only makes or gives you marks, not the panic studying. Do not go for panic studying or random studying. Only revise and proper planning only will help in these 7 days. And coming to the day 5 here, you need to concentrate maximum on the MCQs and PYQs here. Our PYQs, rank booster series and MCQs of particular topics already is in the playlist. You can just go through them along with a small note or small notes of the answers is also given, so as to avoid your waste of time in searching for the answers. So MCQs and PYQs on day 5 will help you, because as already mentioned, these exams have the repeat concepts again and again. So only difference will be that the exceptional and buts are being asked. The concept will be repeated. The same concept will be repeated. So while solving the questions, you will know what is the purpose, why you need to solve the PYQs and MCQs. First thing is, you will know the exam pattern here, how the questions are being asked. And second one is, you will know your own weak areas. One will get to know the weak areas, where to concentrate and where we need the revision most. And some of these PYQs, they definitely have the answers, so you will know directly the answers. And in case if you are wrong, don't feel bad here, because mistakes today will save the marks in the real exams. Okay, don't worry about the mistakes you do today. Here, what you need to do on the day 4. Generally, day 4 is for whatever the weak, as already mentioned here, the weak areas, wherever you got to know that you are weak in the, if for example, if you take anti-cancer agents, in case of anti-cancer agents, if you found you are confused, then you make a concentration on preparing a short notes of its classification and their respective mechanism of action, along with their examples here, so as to you make it stronger by yourself. So in this way, you can just concentrate on your weak areas. And you will get to know what you are forgetting when you are solving MCQs or PYQs. Or you can just follow some of our shorts I made with memory tricks and mnemonics, so as to remember the anti-arrhythmic drugs, anti-anginal types of anti-angina, so on. And even in case of glycosides, and especially the most repeated side effects are very important here, the flowchart one or tabular form. You follow this to concentrate on the weak areas and make yourself strong by repeated revision here. Okay, and here again I am mentioning, in the last week, clarity is very important, not the quantity. Okay, and coming to the day 3 here, day 3 majorly you need the revision booster here. Revision booster means this is very important phase, I could say, because even in the do's and the don'ts also I have mentioned, your revision mainly depends upon the solving of PYQs, MCQs and mock test from now. So you need to do at least one mock test a day. This will generally help you. Along with that, you need to make a self-testing method by using these mock test. Okay, so this strategy of day 3 will help you and avoid unnecessary distractions. And coming to day 2, here you need to concentrate on the mock test and exam mode. Here completely you need to be like you are in the exam hall, so without any distractions, with proper timings. Here you need to analyze your mistakes. Here analyzation of your mistakes is very important. Here revise only wrong concepts. Where you made wrong, those concepts you revise, and practice the time management. Here you need to know how to manage your time, so this helps to improve your confidence and reduces the exam fear. This is about the day 2. You are completely on the track that is on way to your exam. So you need to build the confidence and reduce the exam fear. Here only a calm student with confidence will score better than a stressed student with incomplete revision, I could say. So you be that calm student and score better in your exam. And coming to the last, that is the day 1 before the exam. This is the most important day, but here you don't overload. I could simply suggest, don't overload your brain here. Only depend upon your revision, smart revision. Again, revise your short notes what you have prepared in case of the pharmaceutical analysis, tabular forms, which includes the mechanism of action, side effects and examples, SARs. You need to concentrate in case of your medicinal chemistry. So you just depend on this short notes what you have prepared. And formulas, pharmaceutical formulas or techniques of parentals, which are most high yielding topics, you need to concentrate there. And most important thing is your weak areas. Your weak areas where you are making the silly mistakes, that you need to concentrate here. And here last but not least, stay hydrated during your preparation. Don't neglect your health. Sleep properly, proper sleep, so that you will perform better in your exams. And trust your own preparation. Don't ever bother about others or compare your preparation with others. Trust your own preparations. You have already worked hard for months. Now this is the time to stay confident and not fearful. Remember one thing, in the last 7 days, smart revision matters than the endless studying, I would say. Smart revision only. This is only our mission, the smart revision. So stay focused, stay calm and believe in yourself. This is how it works for these exams. Always. If this strategy has helped you, support my educational journey by subscribing to my channel, helping every pharmacy aspirant preparing for their dream exam. Let's crack together. Thank you.